Credit to Army, Coach Martin and his staff, the players. They fought hard and performed well. Did a fantastic job in coming away with the win. So I'd like to credit them. They're obviously the benchmark for class and character and toughness and discipline. But they had a fine football team today and executed well. Credit to their organization. We can't start a football game like that against anyone again. Our immaturity and youth and the beginnings of our program continue to just be present at some point in time in the game. And against that style of offense, you can't do that. So the offense needs to produce points at each opportunity, because there are only a few opportunities. After a drive and another drive, and you're looking up and there's 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. So, and then the half is done, and you blink your eyes and it's the fourth quarter. That's the style of the game. So there are no other opportunities. We drive the ball down in the field goal range, 2 drive-stopping penalties out of field goal range. You can't do that. You got to kick a field goal there. They score. They go up 14-0. At that point, against the Service Academy, I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's tough sledding. It's going to be a major, major issue to try to get back against that offense, because there are just not that many opportunities. And they're on schedule. So now when they're on schedule and they can run the plays they want to run, rather than the plays they don't want to run, that's the issue. So with that, we didn't execute well enough. We didn't play well enough. It was an incredible lesson for our team to play in this venue, this spectacular venue, in this incredible game against one of the most prestigious football programs that ever played football in the greatest sports venue in the world. It was a lot for our young infant program to take in, clearly. The moment probably was a bit big for some, little big eyes and whatnot. But we'll be sure we get better after tonight and move this team forward like we always do. And you definitely won't have to do a whole lot of sales job on how hard it's going to be to play this team. I think they got a pretty good understanding of that now as we play them in Game 2 in 2015. I'd like to just take this opportunity, too, to thank all the UConn Country Husky fans out there that came today. It was an awesome attendance, cheering loud. The team heard it. The team stayed energized by the fans. It was an entertaining game. We're unhappy. Dinner's not going to taste real good for anyone, and for that we're sorry. But we're very appreciative of that support. It was a great, great on-the-road crowd for UConn. Thank you so much for coming out. Appreciate it. With that, I'll open up to any questions.
Coach, what were you thinking in that last couple of plays? You already got back the touchdown, now you're 6 yards away. You're thinking at that point, what?
Yeah, score. Just protect the ball. We had time now. It wasn't like it was ticking away. Timeout. So we could have operated very comfortably and punched it in.
Hi, John Silver, Manchester Journal-Inquirer. Bob, could you just speak to getting down 14-0? Did that change the game plan much? I mean, you guys are 2-1 passing. I know you probably want to get a little more balance there. Was that the reason why?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, you just don't have any. You don't have any chances. You can't then go back on a drive. The game was not long enough. The game's not long enough. That's part of what they do. That's part of the other piece to why that offense, as it relates to how they do their business, is awesome. Because the opponent has so few opportunities to score. So when you get to that point, you got to move fast, and you got to try to score and strike down the field. So absolutely, it changed. And it also almost creates a situation where the defense now has to defend an offense that's 3 times harder, because they are totally on schedule with no stress at 14 zip. They don't have to throw. They don't want to throw. They don't have to throw. They're doing all the things they love to do and don't have to do the things they don't like to do.
Coach, you talked about excuse me, how tough the preparation is even for going against the triple options. Being on the field against it today, what issues did it cause specifically for you today?
No, I mean, it's same as every other team that defends triple option. I mean, you can look at the yards and the point totals of every team they've played. They've just been outscored, basically, other than the Stanford game. And every other team that has to defend triple option. I mean, you're not equipped on your team to show it to your team. You do your best that you can. It's a major altering thing. It's just the style of blocking is an issue. The whole thing's an issue.
What did the officials tell you on the fumble that wasn't at midfield? Javon looked like he ripped it out, but they said forward progress was stopped.
Yeah, that's what they said.
What were your thoughts?
What you just said.
What were your thoughts on the play?
I didn't have any. I just listened to the officials and whatever they say. I don't spend much time thinking about it. And I'm sure that those guys are professionals and made the appropriate call. I don't look at stuff like that. And I mean, you get some bounces, you don't get some bounces. It all works out. Some things go against you, some things don't go against you. You don't sit up here and make excuses, you know. We didn't execute well enough. We didn't play well enough to win the football game. And we got a long way to go as a program. We're just getting started. We haven't been at it 12 months. Not sure we've been at it 11 months. So we got a long way to go.
Bob, it seemed like you guys took a significant step forward last week. Is this tougher to swallow as a step back for the program? Or how do you view this?
No, I don't think we took a step back. We didn't win the football game. But we didn't take a step back. Every person in our organization is better. I mean, everybody's upset. We're upset we lost. But we didn't take a step back. The players and the coaches are more equipped to come to a venue and play on a national stage and play a different style game, and the whole program is better. So we didn't take a step back. And you win a football game, so it's like you've arrived now? No. We know where we're at as a program. We got a long way to go. We got a long way to go.
Bob, just on the final Whitmer interception, you ran, for about 30, 40 yards on the drive. You looked a little tired. Were you considering a timeout there right before, and maybe just to rest them a little bit? And you think that contributed to the interception just being a little crazy there?
Yeah, I don't know what was going on in the frame of mind and the psyche and all that, Yeah, we had the timeout to use, and we would have used it, had we needed to. We didn't get the opportunity to. At that time, we had a few more downs to play, and that wasn't the game. I mean, Chandler Whitmer, that play didn't lose the game. That play, Chandler Whitmer played hard. He got us down there. He's crushed. I wish he wasn't. I feel terrible for him. But it wasn't his fault. He didn't lose the game for us. He played hard. He gave a valiant effort. Too many errors on offense, in general. The whole group.
Bob, you went into halftime, you had the touchdown, had a lot of things going your way. They come out in the second half, 3 straight double-figure running game plays. How much of that kind of takes on the wind out of the
Oh,
sails.
yeah, I mean, we needed to get a stop there, absolutely. You know, that's the problem. And that's what they do, they get plays in chunks, you know. So we're trying to help force, and you're making calls, and then they hit the play action pass. And that was a big play there. That play hurt that one.
Coach Ken Kreitzer, Sons of the American Legion Radio. Just want to ask you about that 4th and 6 when you threw over the middle for the touchdown. What was your thinking in approaching that play?
We just felt like we had a matchup opportunity there, in the middle, yeah.
Bob, you mentioned that you have a long way to go as a program, and I imagine growth is very much incremental at this point where you win or lose. I'm just wondering if you see yourself on schedule as a program, given the fact that you haven't even been at this for a full year yet. Do you like where you are?
Yeah, listen, I don't like what our record says, but we get better every day. Now, every day presents new challenges. As it relates to the schedule, I mean, it's evolving each day. You know, there's no, set thing. We wake up, we look at the team, we look at what we need to do, and we think about the players and serving them. And every day is a new day with new challenges. So.
The shot boxing, there's 3 minutes to go in the third period before you play quarterback. Had you intended to use them more today, but was pushed back because of the length of those Army drives, or were you not ever going to use that?
Yeah, no, we're just working off of time, and then all of a sudden, and it really didn't stop our offense. We stopped ourselves. First drive stopping penalty. Second drive stopping penalty. Third drive, interception. Fourth drive, touchdown, half was over. So, I mean, it wasn't like you're looking for this great change. But we knew he was going to play and put him in, and a little change and a little shot in the arm. No, I wasn't happy or unhappy with the timing of the insertion.
Yeah, I think we got our players here, and Army's got some players here too.